Hello y'all. This is the Hearts of Iron for my Napoleon's Legacy 1936. It's set in a world where Napoleon beat Europe, peaced out with Britain in the 1850s, and never invaded Russia. Moving on to the select countries screen, we have a few different featured nations here, and they are the French Empire, the Prussian Kingdom, the United Kingdom, the Rhine Federation, the United Republics of Moldavia and Wallachia, Japan, Imperial Russia, the Socialist States of Hungary, the United Republics of Moldavia and Wallachia, again, and finally we have the Baltic Assembly. This modification start date is January 1st, 1936, which honestly isn't all that surprising considering it is called Napoleon's Legacy 1936. And let's go to the political tab now, and here we can see that this mod uses the same for ideologies as seen in Vanilla Hoi 4, and Napoleon's Legacy is in kind of an early state as of recording, so do keep that in mind. Let's go to the research tree now, and it just seems to resemble Vanilla Hoi 4, it looks like, which is fine, but we're just going to go through that. There we go. So yeah, just Vanilla Hoi 4. That's just what Napoleon's Legacy 1936 uses. And then now let's go to well, let's see the factions of the world. And there is the Continental System, the Allies, and I think besides them there is the Comintern, which I'm not sure it's really supposed to be here considering the Comintern is associated with the USSR. And this is not exactly a Soviet Russia. It's in fact Imperial Russia, which, yeah, a little interesting. There may just be a placeholder, but I'm not really sure. And now we're going to go over and see all the countries of the world. Looking at the faction map, though, we can see the French kind of dominate Europe in terms of influence. And we'll begin in South America and just zoom through there, considering it looks like at a glance to be exactly the same as it generally is in Vanilla Hoi 4 in our real life. In our timeline's 1936. So we have Venezuela, Colombia, Ecuador, the Second Brazilian Republic. Then we have Peru and the Bolivian Republic. Yeah, there's the Bolivian Republic. Then we got the Republic of Paraguay, Argentina, Uruguay, and Chile. And then we have the Netherlands and the British presence and the French areas in northern South America. So in this timeline, it looks like the Latin American Wars of Independence did occur, as they did in our own, and that worked out for them there. Then let's go to Africa, which seems to generally resemble our own world's 1936. We have French West Africa. There is French Spain in control of Morocco. Then there is Tripolitania. There's no fascist Italy here in Africa. In Napoleon's Legacy, we had the United Kingdom in control of Egypt, and then we have the Ottoman Empire and parts of Tripolitania and Cyrenaica, more accurately. Then there is Ethiopia, who is not fighting anyone. We have the Sultanate of Alsa, and there is, well, the Kingdom of Italy is in some, they're in a little bit of Somalia, well, what could be called East Africa, well, Somalia in East Africa, and also Eritrea. So they are there, but they're not invading Ethiopia, it looks like. Then there is British West Africa. We have also Liberia, and there is no Belgian presence in the Congo at all. The Congo, it looks like, is in fact controlled by Portugal. There's more of the United Kingdom. Then we have South Africa, and of course Portuguese Angola and Mozambique. And there's the French Empire in control of Madagascar. Now let's go over to Australia and see what's going on there. And that's just Australia and New Zealand doing their thing. We have the Dutch East Indies, and going up north more into mainland Asia, we have British Malaya, Siam / Thailand, the Philippines, who is a puppet of the USA, French Indochina, so that's Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia. And China is divided among different warlords, like in Vanilla Hoi 4, so we had the Guangxi clique, Yunnan, China, Saibei Sanma, Communist China, Shanxi, then Xinjiang, we have Mongolia as well, Tibet, then there's Manchukuo, how do we say it? Manchukuo, and Japan, And there is Imperial Russia to the north. They control all of Central Asia, essentially. Then we have the British Raj, who controls India, Pakistan, the territories of Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, and Burma/Myanmar. In our own world, we have Bhutan and Nepal and Iran. And then getting more into the Ottoman territory, we have the Ottoman Empire here, which still exists in Napoleon's legacy, 1936, at the start date. And there's Emirate of Jabal Shammar, the Sultan of Hijaz, the Emirate of Nijd. So no Saudi Arabia. And there is British control of parts of Yemen. We have the Sultan of Muscat, how you say it. Then there is the Republic of Qatar, which is kind of just here. And then there is French-controlled Palestine, which is very interesting to see. Also, the French also control the Suez Canal and the Sinai. Yeah, they control Sinai. And there is British Cyprus. They control Cyprus. The UK does. And then we have, going more into Europe, of course, we have Imperial Russia. And then there is a Finland, independent Finland, but they've lost a good bit of territory. It's controlled by Imperial Russia. We have Sweden. There is Denmark, Norway. And that is Denmark or Norway. And they have Iceland as a puppet state. Well, Iceland is their subject. And we have the Baltic Assembly. And here is the Prussian Kingdom. So no pan-German successes here. So there's no German state at all. In Napoleon's legacy, 1936, no major state. There's the Grand Duchy of Warsaw, which is essentially kind of Poland. Like Poland, they're a puppet of the French, though. Then there is the Galicia Lodomerian Kingdom. Below them, there is Slovakia. We have the Socialist States of Hungary, an independent Transylvania, the United Republics of Moldavia and Wallachia, Bulgaria, the Kingdom of Greece, Yugoslavia, which is just, instead of also having Croatia and Bosnia and Slovenia, like it did in our own worlds, this Yugoslavia consists of, it looks like it consists of Serbia, Macedonia, and Montenegro, and Kosovo. We have Albania. So there is Greece once more. There is now the Illyrian nations. We got French Dalmatia. Interesting, they're a puppet of the French. There's the Archduchy of Austria. No Holy Roman Empire here, which is what Napoleon did kind of destroy that in his own lifetime. And that happened in real life, so I imagine he kind of destroyed it here. There's the Hussite Grand Duchy. Very intriguing to see that. There's the Rhine Federation in control of a large portion of Germany, including Bavaria and Frankfurt and Hamburg. We have the Netherlands, and then moving more toward Western Europe. But we also have the Kingdom of Italy, which is not doing too great because they don't even control that much of their own territory. Like, they don't even control Piedmont, it looks like, or Tuscany, it seems, which is unfortunate. We have this big France here, which has control over, besides just France proper, they control Belgium, they control Catalonia, and a good portion of eastern Spain. And speaking of Spain, French Spain, they are a French puppet. Then we have independent Portugal, and there is the United Kingdom and Ireland. And then moving across the Atlantic, let's see what is going on. There we have the Dominion of Canada, there's the United States, and then we have Mexico, go through all of Central America. Here we have Guatemala, Honduras, El Salvador, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, and Panama. Then there is Cuba, Haiti, and the Dominican Republic. So the situation in the Americas has not changed drastically in the world of Napoleon's legacy, 1936. It seems to resemble what it was in our own. The big changes in this mod to the world map, honestly, are mostly in Europe and how the French essentially dominate most of Europe with their continental system, which would make sense in a world where Napoleon beat Europe, honestly. And with that, this has been Napoleon's Legacy 1936. If you like this mod, you can check it out in the video description. It has a lot of potential, honestly. And besides that, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell.